The Caribbean has historically been a key player in U.S. trade, fostering strong economic connections through a variety of industries and a rich shared history. However, with Donald J. Trump's re-election and commitment to prioritizing deals that favor the United States, concerns have emerged about the potential impact of his trade tariffs on the global economy, especially the Caribbean region. Today, we'll take a closer look at the 10 largest Caribbean trading partners of the United States and assess how potential Trump tariffs could impact their economies. From energy exports to agricultural imports, amid evolving trade policies, let's dive into the region's most significant U.S. trade relationships. Number 10. St. Lucia, $691 million. We begin our list with the home of the iconic Twin Pitons, St. Lucia, a nation that shares a strong and significant trading relationship with its primary trading partner, the United States. The United States exports a total of $691 million in various goods to St. Lucia, with the biggest categories being machinery and equipment, food, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. These imports cater to St. Lucia's developing economy and its reliance on imported goods to sustain local industries and consumers. St. Lucia's exports to the United States are smaller in scale at $10 million, but are a significant portion of the country's economy. These key exports are agricultural products such as bananas, cocoa, and tropical fruits, and some manufactured goods like processed foods. Despite the trade imbalance, this partnership remains vital for St. Lucia's economic growth and development. Number 9. Barbados, $763 million. Next up on our list in the number 9 spot is Barbados, which maintains a strong trade partnership with the United States. The U.S. plays a vital role in the island's economy by supplying essential goods and services while also serving as a key market for Barbadian exports. In total, the country saw $763 million in trade with the United States and $715 million in imports. The country's biggest import was refined petroleum, which accounted for nearly 25% of total imports, followed by machinery and electronics. On the other side, the country saw exports to the United States of just over $50 million, with the biggest product being the country's renowned rum, gems, and precious pearls and watches from the country's burgeoning watchmaking industry. Number 8. Antigua and Barbuda, $973 million. The next country on the list may surprise many, as it beats out countries much bigger than itself to take the place as the 8th biggest Caribbean trading partner with the United States. We have Antigua and Barbuda, which sees almost $1 billion in trade with the U.S., with $986 million in total trade. Like many Caribbean countries, this trade is dominated by imports, and it's no surprise that the United States is Antigua and Barbuda's largest trading partner. The country imported $973 million worth of goods from the United States, with about 70% of that being refined petroleum. In terms of exports, the country saw $15 million of primarily machinery, electronics, and artisanal products. Number 7. Cayman Islands, $1,362 million. Our next country is the only territory on our list and is also punching above its weight in terms of the number of people that inhabit the country full-time. If you guessed the Cayman Islands, that is impressive, as the country sees more than $1 billion in trade with the United States, which amounts to over $1.4 billion. The bulk of this comes in the form of $1.3 billion in imports from the United States of primarily refined petroleum, precious stones and gems, and machinery. The country exports just $30 million worth of goods to the United States, which is mainly ships and boat parts. Number 6. Haiti, $2,114 million. Coming in at the 6th place, we have the largest French-speaking nation in the region, Haiti. The trade partnership between the United States and Haiti is characterized by several key agreements, with the country having $2.1 billion worth of trade with the United States. Of course, while the majority of this figure represents imports at $1.3 billion, Haiti has strong exports to the United States at a respectable $818 million, mostly coming from its textiles industry at over 90%. Imports to Haiti consists primarily of refined petroleum products and food, namely cereals and meat. By the way, if you are enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your likes help the YouTube algorithm promote our videos to a broader audience. Thanks for your support. Number 5. Jamaica, $3,022 million. Jamaica occupies the number 5 spot with the United States as its biggest trading partner, accounting for over 40% of total trade in 2022. Jamaica saw approximately $3 billion in trade with the U.S., with imports dominating the majority of trade at $2.6 billion. Jamaica's primary imports from the United States are petroleum products, machines, electronics, and food, accounting for approximately 30% of all imports. Regarding exports, the country carries a significant deficit, with exports at only $390 million, mainly consisting of mineral products such as refined petroleum and aluminium. Number 4. Guyana, $4,631 million. Our next country has made the news several times this year, with remarkable development and holding the title as one of the fastest growing economies, not just in the region, but in the world. Yes, you guessed it. Guyana has seen remarkable growth in trade with the United States, with total trade now at $4.6 billion and is only expected to grow. Guyana's imports are valued at $1.36 billion, with trade imports mainly consisting of machinery and appliances, steel and petroleum products, reflecting the country's development. Not just this, but the country has a more diverse import range of products, with the aforementioned categories only accounting for just under 45% of total imports from the US. When it comes to exports to the United States, however, Guyana becomes the first country on our list to have a trade surplus with the US. Guyana has seen exports to the United States valued at $3.3 billion. A reflection of its remarkable oil-fueled boom, the country's exports are dominated by oil to say the least, with it accounting for 88% of total exports. Number 3. Trinidad and Tobago, $5,427 million. We now come to the top 3 Caribbean trading partners with the United States, and the numbers get big from here. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have another southern giant, Trinidad and Tobago. Total trade between the Twin Island Republic and the Federal Republic sits at $5.4 billion, and similar to Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago also has a trade surplus with the United States. When it comes to imports, Trinidad and Tobago brings $2.3 billion worth of US products, which, as a reflection of the importance of oil, is the majority of imports at 33%, followed by machinery, electronics, and chemical products. When it comes to exports, however, the country sends a substantial $3.2 billion in products to the United States. 45% of exports to the United States are refined petroleum, with another 30% being inorganic chemicals stemming from crude oil. Number 2. Bahamas, $7,288.06 million. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we swing up north to another country punching above its weight, but one that might not be that big a surprise. The Bahamas. The Bahamas has a total trade balance of $7.3 billion to the United States. The country goes back to the Caribbean trend of having a trade deficit with the US, as the country imports a whopping $5.5 billion in products, but exports only $1.8 billion to the United States. The US primarily exports refined petroleum to the archipelago, which accounts for nearly 55% of all imports to the country, which is followed by boats and machinery. On the flip side, the islands send refined petroleum back to the United States, accounting for 74% of all exports. Papers and other prints are the second largest export category at 6.6%. Number 1. Dominican Republic, $20,066 million. And the moment we have been waiting for, coming in far and away at our number 1 spot, With a total trade balance more than twice the size of the Bahamas, we have the Spanish paradise of the Dominican Republic. A resounding $20 billion worth of trade flows between the Dominican Republic and the United States in both imports and exports. Again, like the rest of the Caribbean, the Dominican Republic holds a trade deficit with the United States, with $13 billion in imports consisting of 35% refined petroleum, 11% machinery and electronics, and 6% cars. On the flip side, the country has a respectable export market of $7 billion to the United States, split almost evenly between tobacco, optical, photo and film equipment, and electronics at 15% each. What will the future hold? The Caribbean's trade relationship with the United States has long been a cornerstone of economic activity for the region. From energy exports to vibrant tourism-driven economies, these partnerships showcase the mutual benefits of strong U.S. Caribbean ties. As Donald Trump takes office in 2025 and is committed to addressing United States trade, the Caribbean is likely to face new challenges and opportunities. Trump's previous administration focused on reshaping trade policies to prioritize American interests, which could lead to renegotiations of trade agreements or shifts in U.S. investment priorities. Countries with the most trade with the United States will likely be concerned about what the future will hold and may require them to adapt to stricter trade terms or leverage their unique exports to strengthen their economic positions. Either way, as global trade evolves, the Caribbean has the chance to showcase its resilience and innovation. By diversifying exports, investing in sustainable industries, and deepening economic ties, the region can navigate potential changes while continuing to thrive in its trade relationship with the U.S. The future of U.S. Caribbean trade remains full of potential, even in a shifting political landscape. Now it's your turn. Which Caribbean country on this list surprised you the most with its trade relationship with the United States? And how do you think potential tariffs could impact these economies? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. Check out this video to see how Donald Trump's policies will affect the Caribbean or the diaspora in terms of immigration, tourism, and trade. If you enjoyed this video and found it insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content about the Caribbean and its global connections. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, so let us know what you think. This is Caribbean Focus.